AD 200. September. Early morning hours. Pergamon. The sun rises as a rounded redness while the city is already awake. 300,000 people. The smoke of bread ovens in the streets, footsteps in the agora, morning cleaning on the temple steps. There is something different in the air this morning. A tension, an expectation. Today, Kyzikos fights. Kyzikos, 32 years old, 15 years in the arena, 23 victories, for draws, a single defeat. That one 3 years ago, when he fought with a shoulder that hadn't yet healed. Pergamon's longest-standing gladiator. This morning, the Lanista called him, the owner of the school. His voice was hoarse. Today is your last match, Kyzikos. The Emperor's representative is in the crowd. The decision has been made. Kyzikos said nothing. He looked out the window at the columns of the Asklepion. Pergamon's gladiator school is on the city's southern slope, directly below the Asklepion temple. This is not just a fighting school. It is a hospital, a residence, a factory. Gladiators live here, eat here, heal here, and most of the time, they die here. Every morning, the same ritual. Waking before sunrise. Training in the palestra, the open courtyard, with wooden swords. Warming the muscles with heavy stones. Kyzikos performs the same movements this morning. The movements he has done for 15 years. But his hands feel different. As if they know something is being done for the last time. Names are carved into the school's walls. Every gladiator carves his name into the stone after his first victory. Kyzikos's is at the top, in the largest letters. Below it are 14 other names, all dead. The Lanista once said, "This wall is your obituary." Not a newspaper, but a tombstone. Kyzikos laughed back then. This morning, he cannot laugh. How are 300,000 people fed? This question is the foundation of Pergamon. Olive oil from the Kestel Valley, grain from the Bakarke River, vegetables from the Bergamo Plain. The city works like the gears of a clock, every part connected to every other, every movement calculated. And the most visible, noisiest gear of this system, the gladiatorial games. In the city's center, the Acropolis rises, library, palace, temples. But real power lies below, at the Asklepion, the healing temple. The patients who come here also buy tickets to the gladiator games. That morning in the agora, a woman haggles over a jar of garum. A boy carries wool to his father's tailor. A slave waits for his master's hot food order from the thermopolium. And everyone has the same words on their lips. Did you get your ticket? Kyzikos fights today. Noon. The inner courtyard. Kyzikos is alone. The Baltius is being fastened over his tunica, that heavy belt that has sat on his waist for 15 years. He looks into a bronze mirror. His face looks slightly crooked in the reflection, but he recognizes that crookedness. His left shoulder still sits a little lower than it should from the injury 3 years ago. His right hand is thicker than his left, the mark of 15 years of sword gripping. The Lanista enters. The Emperor's man wants you to be granted missus, the pardon. At the end of the match, the crowd and the Emperor's representative decide the gladiator's fate. Kyzikos has dreamed of this moment for 15 years, but he knows that even if missus is granted, most gladiators die within a few years in another match. Freedom, the Lanista says softly, is only complete in death. Kyzikos does not answer. He takes his sword in his hand. West of the city, at the bottom of a valley, sits the arena. 30,000 seats. Today it is full. The representative of Emperor Septimius Severus is in the special box. Beside him is Pergamon's Archon, the mayor, and in the stands, merchants, soldiers, slaves, children, women, all waiting for the same thing. The pompa begins. The procession. Tuba and Cornu lead the way. When Kyzikos enters the arena, the crowd rises to its feet. Opposite him stands Gallus, 20 years old, from Gaul. His first match. Young, with ambition in his eyes, not fear. Sounds. The arena falls silent. The match begins. The first minutes are about recognition. Kyzikos watches Gallus's steps. Left foot forward, strong right hand. Young, fast, impatient. Kyzikos does the only thing he has learned in 15 years. He waits. 5th minute. Gallus leaves his left shoulder exposed, Kyzikos's weak side. He knows it's a trap, But he has no choice. He attacks. Swords clash. The sound of bronze fills the arena. The crowd screams. 8th minute. His left shoulder hurts. The old wound, the old betrayal. Gallus sees it. He attacks. Kyzikos raises his scutum, his shield, at the last moment. But the blow lands on the edge of the shield and cuts into his shoulder. Blood. The crowd goes mad. 12th minute. Kyzikos falls to his knees. Gallus advances on him. Kyzikos drops his shield. He extends his left hand to the ground. The traditional missus pose. The arena falls silent. The emperor's representative rises to his feet. A thumb. A human life. That's simple. Kyzikos closes his eyes. 15 years pass through his mind. 23 victories. For draws, a single defeat. Every morning's awakening. Every night's pain. The 14 names on that wall. And now, the expectation of a hand gesture.